Sammy, when was the last time you had a dream?
One, at me. She's staring at me. When was the last time you had a dream?
And what did you dream?
Yeah.
It was before the finals.
What did you dream?
Whoa.
Yeah. It was a hectic dream though. So I was in a room and it was dark water underneath, but there were dead bodies.
That's wild.
Yeah. But then I was sitting on top of a drum and trying to get something that I really, really want. And the stick fell out, and there was this person that came friendly and gave me a stick to take what I wanted.
That is insane. That dream interpretation is literally so insane. So you were talking about your spirituality and your alignment prior into going into this leveling up phase of your life, that you asked for the things that you were given.
Yeah. Guys, it's deeper than anyone could ever think. This was destined for us. And why am I saying this? So we have devotions. When we were still in South Africa, so our team doctor is like our pastor, you know?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
He's our leader. And we go for devotions every after dinner. But not all of us, you know. Of course.
What's a devotion? What are devotions?
So it's where we talk about God, we pray, and then we read the Bible, you know.
That's so clean, man. Yeah. That's so clean. I love that.
So while he was talking about numbers and how important it is to actually take the numbers in the Bible and use it in your life. So there's a number 12. Number 12 means nation. And while he was talking, I was like, oh my God. So 12, it means when I tithe, then I need to tithe 1.2, because now this is what I want. If I want this gold medal, if I want the goalkeeper of the tournament, if I want my performance to be at the top notch, it means I must be so connected with God that nothing will come in between my performance on the field, you know, and
the outcomes.
Yeah, and the outcomes. So I was like, okay, cool. I did that. I tithed first, and I was like, okay, now I'm praying. This is what I want. And actually, I had a dream, and I told Doc about it, and I was like, Doc, this is the dream I had. I had a dream talking to the coach. I've never told her this. This is the first time. And she was like, you need to make sure that you play to the best of your abilities. And I was like, as long as I'm in goals, coach, you will win.
Whoa.
Heavy days. So let's talk about payments, right? I know this is generally something that people don't want to talk about in a personal capacity, because there's certain things you keep private, right? I believe keep private how much money you make, keep private your sex life, and just like refrain from talking too much about the intricate details of your personal life, right? But sharing is caring. There's a big dialogue right now around, you know, the pay gap within the soccer fraternity. What are your thoughts on that?
Firstly, I'd like to say I'm excited that the president officially said we are going to get equal pay.
That's beautiful. Do you believe that they'll follow through with that?
Yeah, I think so. I think so, because you can't stand in front of everyone and say something and not own up to it.
Have you seen the state of this country?
Yeah, I pray they own up to it.
Yeah.
So if you do get this equal pay, how many times more would you be getting paid? As far as for a game, compared to what you were getting paid before the AFCON?
Yeah, so we sign a contract.
I think how big is this gap? Because there's a huge gap between, you know, the other team and your guys' team.
It is a huge gap, but remember, so when you are hired by a company to work for them, you sign a contract. There's certain things you can't say with
that's true.
Yeah, of course.
Respect that.
So it's like, if now I say it like boom, you know, and
it's wild. It's going to attract all the wrong attention.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, you guys win the World Cup 2019, right?
Yeah.
Like, did you feel there was a difference between your team and the rest of like the big teams out there, the English team, the American team, as far as the structures that make the team?
Yeah. You look at the USA, technical team members. Wow, it's like a team. You know, it's like a Ngati first 11.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
And you ask yourself how. There's a coach, a striker. There's two goalkeeper coaches. There's, you know,
Whoa.
and that's important. It's important in the nowadays game, you know, to have a lot of technical team members. You know, we went to WAFCON and we had Leanne. Leanne worked with our mental state. That's amazing. It was the first time we had someone like that.
Yeah.
Who spoke to us on a daily, who refreshed our minds.
Yeah.
So there is a huge difference, and I think that it's something that they should look into.
Incorporating back home.
Yeah,
here.
and obviously the fact that they play professionally every time, you know, and we didn't have a league at that time, a professional league at that time.
Yeah.
So Hollywood Bets just came in the picture, and which is amazing.
And took a gamble on you guys.
Yeah, you know, I just like the fact that they were brave and they came on board. I also
they don't regret it wherever they're sitting right now. Absolutely not. It was a great
helping Sasso improve the
Great
women's
bet.
game. And I think that corporate South Africa, honestly speaking, I should even stop talking about corporate South Africa and saying, please come on board, please come. They should actually come on board.
They will. Can I tell you something? If you look at most of the international sports stars, in order for them to get backing, they have to be clean in what they do. They have to be successful in what they do. And I truly believe that we mustn't always say, no, they're not coming on board, they need to come on board for something. You've given them something to come on board for, so watch them. I'm telling you now, just watch them. Do you think that Banyana Banyana is going to defend this trophy?
Yeah, I think so. Confidently.
I was dripa now.
Confidently.
No, I think you guys will. But look, we spoke about corporate SA. I mean, they will come, but corporates follow the numbers because they want to advertise their brands. If the stadiums are full, if we've got a proper league and people are attending, you know, so I think, what message do you have for Abantu? Because corporates will always follow where there's people.
Firstly, Abantu, let's fill my stadiums. Did you see how Moroccans did? You know, when we played against, I had goosebumps. Yeah, I don't want to lie to you. Everyone felt the same way. We're like, tulava. It's so nice playing in front of a crowd, and I would urge people to just come and support the local games. And when Banyana Banyana plays, everyone should just come and support Banyana Banyana.
I think so, and I think we are going to see a change. Her name is Andile Dlamini. She is goalkeeper for Banyana Banyana, starting her day on 959 breakfast. Ladies and gents, as well as you cool kids that are listening, it's 7:30. It's a brand new Heavies live. For the live of music, Dream on Dreamer. It's always better when it's live, yeah? Absolutely. I mean, we could have had Andile as a telephonic, but having a live in studio, way better. Live slaps, my babies. So it's 7:40 on the dot. We're joining the queue now.
Join the queue.
Join the queue.
On 959 Breakfast.
Hashtag
959 Breakfast.
My girl crush, let me tell you about Join the Queue. This everybody must know. Like, people put it on a hashtag. Dineo is crushing hard on Andile. This is not even a joke. So listen to this.
Are you ready to goalkeeper? It's a feast, eh?
Yeah. That's heavy. So.
And you have my feast of a goalkeeper.
That's so heavy. Oh my gosh.
Easy on the violence.
Very easy on the violence. We are female here, right? And we do like to keep things non-violent.
Yeah.
Easy, so Kuzek.
How when you save balls, you fist, you grab some, you do. Also, I was a goalkeeper, so I know what I'm talking about.
Well, I don't have balls, so she's got nothing to feast on. So let's say
nothing to fist, but something to feast on.
Definitely something to feast on. Coming in strong. Coming in hot. So here's what we do, right? We have conversations around joining the queue every Monday, and this is basically joining the queer community, right? First questions first. What are your thoughts around the assumptions and accusations that often exist when it comes to the LGBTQI community, particularly assumptions? What is it that we assume about you guys and we get it so wrong?
That we want to be
guys.
like men.
Yeah, I get that.
That we want to be men. No, we don't. We don't. You know, we are just girls that love girls. That's it. We have feelings for girls. And the fact that we want to wear your clothing, no.
It's clothing. It looks good on you.
Yeah. You know, it's clothing, and I don't like the fact that, and especially in sports. You know, especially in sports, I don't like the fact that people have to be taken out because of how they were born. Also, I know I'm going out of way, but I need to speak about this, and I think
Go ahead.
I think that you know, I love Casta with all of my heart, and I think that she deserves to perform wherever that she needs to perform, because she's a girl.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
She's a girl.
So speaking of like assumptions, right? How do you feel before you came out? Because we all do this. You see a lady going out, or sometimes you
And
see
has like mannerisms.
Yes, you see out. He's got a nimble wrist, you know, and you assume, this guy, he's gay, you know. And we do that a lot, especially straight people, when we just see and assume. When sometimes turns out a person is not gay. Yes, like there's a duo, music group duo, my figures all. But for the longest time, I thought the guy was, you know, no, not even, and I was wrong. He's married now to a woman, and you know, we make those assumptions.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. My little brother is like that, and
Is he soft?
Yeah, he's so soft.
And people are too quick to say he's gay. Meanwhile, he may not even be.
No, he's not. He's a designer.
Wow.
He loves cooking and he loves women.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And
Just like you.
Just
You've got
like
something
me.
in common.
Yeah. Because sometimes you walk into a salon and you're taking your lady who turns in, and you find the guy doing,
my God.
and you assume, you know, and it's such it's a thing we do without realizing.
Yeah, and it's disrespectful. And I think that
It is.
I would walk in with my girlfriend.
You have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
She's no longer relationship goals.
Back.
You can run with this rest of this interview. I mean, no
Still
point
hurts.
in me trying.
So you walk in with your girlfriend
You're
sometimes?
like a guy. You just broke my heart. Like,
I'm really sorry, Dineo. I love you so much. I would walk
you
in.
don't.
I do.
actually, you don't, because you're gonna go and tell your girlfriend the same thing. Go ahead. You actually walk in, and then what?
Now I feel like a typical South African that leaves a waterfall.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell us about your girlfriend. Yeah.
So I would walk mhlambe ekasi ngizothenga ikota and bayabona ukuthi angithi le Leslie lesbian le, and they will start disrespecting you and
like catcalling, name calling.
No, they'll call on your girlfriend. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's pure disrespect, and they'll say, "Ay man, mina akusungijida lo."
I can do. That's just disgusting.
But yeah, because mina ngo Andile.
You keep it cool.
Yeah, I keep it cool. I know what I want, and sometimes umuntu uyamiyeka.
Yeah.
Ayenze lento afuna ukuyenza. Sibone ukuthi uzophuma. Uzohamba naye na?
That's the question.
That's the question. Uzohamba nobani?
But that's the thing, though. For me, it makes me think about corrective rape, though, because this is where the seeds stem from.
Yeah.
This is where the male being in its, and not all of them, but like the generic design of the male being is to want to lead and be authoritative, even in matters that don't require for them to even exist in that space. Why would you want to prove your manhood on a person who is not designed to be interested in you? Like, they're not born to like you like that. They may respect you because, I mean, we live in the same neighborhood and it's good to be a good human being. But, I mean, this is where the disgusting seeds of corrective rape stem from, and it just makes me upset that you can't be lesbian in peace. Now, guys must always want to prove that, yeah, that's because you haven't gotten the right guy. No, it's not about the right guy. It's like, literally, I don't like guys.
Yeah.
It's wild, eh?
No, it's really sad, but yeah, bakhona ba right.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I do have guy friends who I know no soul right.
I'm not crandy. I've just stopped this thing of assuming people's sex, you know, like when I see a dude and I'm like, nah, he's possibly gay, and there's nothing wrong with that, but them being gay, of course, but to assume, that's, you know, I'm trying to stop that. When I see, no, so maybe they're straight, maybe they're not.
Yeah, so you know what I find interesting? Here's what I'm looking to find out. So if you're listening, well, of course you are, speaking to you, I'd like to find out if it's been assumed that you are homosexual, whether you're male or female, if you're a softer kind of gent and you're more in touch with your feminine side, if it's been assumed that you are gay, and if you're a woman with a stronger energy and aura, and your dress code and your mannerisms make people assume that you might have been lesbian. I'd like to hear that though, and how it may have offended you. If not, 063-688-0959. You can also give us a call on 086-000959 and just chat to the leading lady, man. Also just like throw some love her way as well, because I mean she is like the best goalkeeper, bruh. This is a title that she is the first. The first.
And I also want to know how the name Sticks came about. Nickname yako.
Yo, Nkosi yami.
So it's 7:52. You're listening to 959 Breakfast on the street, on the air. Once again, I say it again, as C's would say, we're everywhere. Download the app and you will learn that we are everywhere, as well as visit kaya.co.za. You will learn even more that we are actually everywhere. So you were going to tell us where the nickname Sticks comes from.
Yeah. Sticks. So yeah, one man she's unjana it. Yeah, undile then nenhloke enkulu. Yeah, I didn't like it at first because when Poshamdis and Andile Dlamini gave me the name.
Yeah.
And ngisemncane at the age of 17. I first, like, it was my first camp. They looked at me and they're like, yo, beyenzi mohawk, and I want she's got like side and they're like, then and then one day, yeah, and they started calling me Sticks. Yo, because I'm in mohawk, I'm be blonde.
Why do you soccer players like that blonde mohawk? Why is that your go-to hairstyle? Nonke Tomazana mfana gonke nje fielding soccer player nje riding.
Ngiyasola mina.
Andile, I'm on your Twitter right now, and on the 5th of Jan 2021, you tweeted, "Building my parents a house."
Yeah.
How's that going? And congrats on that. Starting.
That's a dream, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so it's something that I've been like praying about.
Beautiful.
I bought land for my parents.
Wow, shout out. Beautiful.
Love that. Love that.
I bought land for my parents, and my mom said, I want security before you build a house. We had a conversation. I was like, it's in God. And I bought land with my savings, like every penny, because
That's gorgeous.
Yeah,
I bought
and
land
you're good with the saves.
Yeah. No gesi. And then now my dream finally came through. It's a reality now.
Wow.
I'm gonna build my mom that house that she wants. Although she wants a swimming pool now all of a sudden, but yeah, I'm gonna do that. If just as long as mami are really comfortable and so I have how many siblings? I have 3 siblings, and my stepdad. So see 5 years.
How's your relationship with your stepdad? I find that very interesting.
Amazing.
I love that.
Amazing. He took me to school. With my stepdad, it's a bit difficult because he's a white man, So
wow,
a lot of people will think, white men, they rich, They fell in love, and my dad taught me morals.
Good.
Yeah, he was like, Mtanami, when you meet people, iba nobuntu. It doesn't matter which banganganan. It doesn't matter which they're in the offices or and one Benkashile Soweto and Mastandwa Mwati. There's something about you. There's something special about you. And I asked him what, and now I know, and I'm like you relate to everyone. It doesn't matter which umuntu. Yeah.
True.
Whether a boss, whether mnane, whether whether he's poor. Yeah.
There's something more special about you. You can sing. Listen to this.
Just one part, okay?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
No.
Okay.
You're the coffee that I need in the morning. Okay, and then it says,
I am the coffee.
I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that whatever. I know you're a star.
we're wrapping it up with you, madam. Thank you so much for starting your day on 959 and joining the Q, the queer conversation with us. We wish you all the best, all of God's speed. May iphupho lakho lokakhela umama indlu lifezeke as faster and as sooner as you expect it to. Nisebenzeni man, niyasebenza, and that makes us so proud. Jokes aside, we completely take you seriously. We truly back you professionally and otherwise, and I think it's going to start showing.
Thank you so much for the invite. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I appreciate the time. As you guys are important in our lives because people wouldn't know what's going on ngati if you guys were not around. So thank you.
And we're going to start supporting and coming to those stadiums, local tournaments, local leagues, Banyana games as much as we can so that these corporates can step, up to the plate. And good luck with defending the WAFCON as well.
Thank you so much.
Andile, ladies and gents, round of applause.
Dineo and Soul.
On Kaya 959.
On the street, on the air.